Morning, everyone. My name's Lindsay. Kathy asked me to put together a flow for you competitive rowers. A lot of you apparently have tight hamstrings and tight shoulder muscles. So we're going to work on a few different things this morning that will encourage you to open your hips up this way instead of always being in that forward and back motion when you're rowing your boat. Same thing, your elbows are often coming out wide and then you're coming into this position. So we're going to be trying to encourage the elbows to be staying very close into the ribcage to support a different type of shoulder motion. So the first thing we'll do is we'll actually sit long-legged. So you'd like your feet to be pointing up, flexed, engaged legs internally rotated at the knees. And what I'm looking for is a nice tall spine. Relaxed shoulders, shoulder blades drawn down the spine. All you're trying to do is sit here, hands on the knees, breathing comfortably and naturally. It's so easy to want to round your spine here because probably your hamstrings are tight. This is a great position, a great indicator as to how tight you really are. So just continue to try and breathe smoothly, comfortably, keeping the shoulders relaxed, the spine integrated and long, the heart open. You can see yourself in your mind's eye right now, going through the motions, going through the strokes. Keep those toes together. Stay firm, stay smooth. Leave the left leg long. You can bend the right knee. You can keep your right hand on your right knee, and you can pick up the right foot with the left hand. So you're hooking the hand onto the sole of the foot, your right hand's on your knee, and just begin to open very slowly and rotate from the hip. So first we're going in circles, and then we can shift back and forth here. Supporting this knee, keep that foot flexed. Keep the shoulders open. Now, if you're feeling flexible and you like to take this a little further, you can hook the sole of the foot into the elbow, and you can wrap the right elbow into the knee, and you can rock that hip. Follow the breath, keep the heart open. Sitting up tall here, push the left heel into the earth or into the dog to support this movement. And then releasing, extend that right leg out long, place the heel firmly into the earth, bend at the left knee, sole of the foot into the hand, left hand on the knee, and just go in circles here from the hip joint. Nice, smooth rotations, lubricating the hip, opening it up. It's a ball and socket joint, so it can go all sorts of directions. When you're rowing, it's only really going in two, forward and back. Similar to a runner, always going in forward motion. And then if you feel flexible, take the sole of the foot to the elbow or keep it there, but just move left to right. Rock it open and close. Follow with the breath. Exhale, close, inhale, open. And returning this foot nice and long, walk the feet up so that the soles of the feet are flat on the earth, hips distance apart. Use the core to begin to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the mat. You'll take your arms out nice and wide into a T shape, pick the feet up off of the mat, open them up nice and wide. For a moment here, just stay and pause. Now bring the left knee over to the right, lower down, draw the left hand across the chest and extend that left arm beyond the right. Inhale, glide the left hand across the chest, open the legs up nice and wide. Draw to the opposite side, right hand across and beyond the left. You're closed, but inhale, open up here. You're nice, wide open book. Keep that motion smooth. Exhale, left hand across. Inhale, open up here. Open up those hips wide. Draw to the left side, across the chest. Inhale, back to center. You can go fast or slow here. Just explore left to right, open book. Feeling a different motion in the hips and in the shoulders. And we'll come back into center here. Keep the knees hugged in. Wrap the hands around the shins and really pull the knees outside the rib cage. Nice and wide here. Press the knees into the rib cage. Draw them wide at the same time. Now release the hands, but keep the legs where they are and hold and squeeze in here. And then wrap the hands around the soles of the feet like they're stirrups for a nice happy baby. So really nice, wide, open legs. Awesome view, I know. And if you want to take the legs and make them egg beaters, motioning around in circles, opening up those hips. Crisscrossing. Follow the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open up here, nice and wide. Keep the knees bent in order to encourage the stretching of the hamstrings. If you feel like you can lengthen a little bit more, it will more deeply stretch those hamstrings. Try and point the toes down towards the earth, legs nice and wide as you can. Flattening out the spine, lifting the tailbone. Breathe deep. Inhale, bring the legs together, stretch them up long here. Wrap the hands around the backs of the legs or the knees or the calves and just start to rock and massage that spine. Start with some momentum here. Use the breath and then pause and roll back to a plow and then pause and arrive up and about. Like here you are, right in your rowboat. Hold. Try and lengthen the legs. Try and have a nice 45-degree angle. I'm shaking here. Breathe deep. And lower down and rock. And arrive back up. Cross your legs. Come onto your hands and knees. Pause here for a moment. Shift the weight around in your hips. Really move freely, organically, whatever works for you. We won't be here long, as I want to get you moving. You guys are strong athletes. Slither around, pop open those hips, explore that space. And pausing here, neutral. Check that your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Your elbows are internally rotated. They're not hyperextended and open. They're internally rotated and slightly bent. You've got a nice, rich, rounded knuckles, and you're pressing the heel of your hand into the mat. So you have an arch between. There's space underneath the palm of the hand. Tuck your toes underneath, press into the balls of the feet. Inhale, lift up into a downward dog. And walk out your dog. Allow for yourself to lift the pelvis up into the air. Bend in the knees slightly to help open up the low back, to help stretch your hammies. And walk out your dog. Lift the left heel, bend the left knee. And switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale. To alleviate the pressure on the wrist, roll and relax the shoulders open. Maybe take the hands a little wider, lift the hips higher, bend in the knees, and lower the heels down to the mat. We're going to come into some sun salutation flows. So step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat and forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine halfway. You feel a stretch of the hands. Exhale. Rise to stand, reach up, fill up. Exhale the hands into the heart. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen your spine halfway, hands to the knees. Avoid that dizziness. Exhale, plant the hands. And here we'll just step the right leg back, long, low lunge. Drop the knee, flatten the foot. Left knee over the ankle. Inhale, rise up. You should feel a stretch down here in the front quads, psoas. Exhale, hands plant. Left leg back down dog. We're gonna flow through here. Inhale, lift the pelvis and the heels, bend at the knees. Keep the sacrum lifted, engage your core. Elbows stay nice and hug and squeeze in tight. Pull your chest and heart down. Rise, press up dog. Squeeze the low back, long legs. Exhale, down dog. Do you want to see a nice beautiful wave in the spine as you transition from that upward facing dog to downward facing dog in one smooth motion? And walk out your dog. Take a
chance here for 5 long deep breaths in your downward dog. It's restorative position. You can be playful with the dog, taking the legs wide to the outer edges of your mat, arms wide. It'll also encourage those hips and hamstrings to open. Returning the feet back to a comfortable position. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step between the hands, drop the left knee, low lunge, rise. Exhale, frame. Step left up to meet right and forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, fill up, stretch, arms high here, slight bend in the back. Exhale the hands into the heart center. Do the left side, inhale, and forward fold. Follow through here, nice long spine. Richly bend in the knees. If your low back is tight, you can rest your chest on your knees in this forward fold, or you can lengthen and straighten. Hands plant, left leg steps back. First, low lunge, drop the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands plant, right leg back, dog. Inhale that pelvis up. Lift those heels, bend at the knees. Exhale, squeeze your elbows in nice and tight. Pull through here, rise up, dog. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. And again, stay here for those breaths. Take the feet wide. Explore. Shift as if you're on a bar, left to right, the hips. You get into it. Let your head hang in line with your spine. Walk the feet back to normal. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, squeeze into the chest and step that left foot forward. Drop the right knee, flatten the foot and rise up. Allow the hips to drop here, flex in the low back as long as it feels comfortable and strong. Exhale, hands plant. Right foot up to meet left and forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale. Do that one more time, a little faster. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right leg back, low lunge. Drop the knee, rise up, stretch up here. Exhale, hands plant. Left leg back, dog. Inhale, lift the heels and the pelvis up. Begin to bend at the knees, elbows nice and hugged in. Controlling that lowering. Draw the heart and the chest through the shoulders and press up, dog. Elbows internally rotated, nice rounded knuckles here. Drop that pelvis, keep it up off of the earth. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe deep here. Take those legs wide, maybe even wider. Really nice and wide in this dog. Relax and roll those shoulders open. And begin to walk those feet back into a normal dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step between the hands, drop the left knee. When that right knee is directly over your ankle and you feel powerful, rise. Salute. Relax and draw the shoulder blades down the spine, integrate them into the spine. Exhale, hands plant, left leg up, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half. Exhale, hang. Rest chest on knees or length through the hamstrings. If you're shaking, it's a sign of life, it's a sign of power. You're getting warmed up in the spine and the nervous system. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, left side. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, left leg back or lunge. Drop that knee, rise up here. Exhale, plant the hands, right leg back, dog. Inhale, pelvis and heels up. Bend in the knees, bring the knees down first. Keep the elbows squeezed in tight. Pull through here, rise up, press up. Exhale. Breathe. Shift. Restore. See yourself moving through the water. Powerful breaths. Integrated with the movements. Makes you a more powerful athlete. Inhale, left leg long and strong and high. If you can, keep that leg long. Protect the hip. Exhale into the chest. Step. Drop that right knee, rise. Exhale, hands to the mat and step right foot up to meet left and forward folds. Hang richly here for a moment. Heel toe your feet a little bit further apart than your hips would normally be, and walk your hands out into a slight tripod position. Try and parallel the spine, tented fingers to lengthen the arms. Exhale, hang that head and walk the hands through. You can keep the knees bent. Walking the hands back. Take the hands over towards the left ankle, to the outside edge of the ankle. You'll feel a deep stretch all the way through the right hip. You can bend in the left knee if you need to. Sweep the arms nice round, big arc here. Switching, bending richly, a little bit richly in the right knee. You'll feel it on the outside edge hamstring just before you reach that IT band. Inhale, sweep back to center here. Support in the hands, rounded fingers, and step the feet back into your downward dog. We'll inhale the right leg up long and strong. This time the right leg will come to the outside edge of the right hand. Just like this. So you've got a nice wide-legged lunge position. This is called lizard. Stay here for a moment or lower down onto your forearms. Keep the right knee hugged into your shoulder, directly over your ankle. Or stay high, internally rotated elbows. Now begin to walk the hands away from that right leg. Begin to walk them towards your left leg a little bit and start to shift the weight just lightly into the left leg. So you've got a little bit of a bend in your left knee, more of a bend in the right knee. Try to keep that right leg open, okay? Arms are high for now. Back is as parallel to the earth as it can be. Either you stay here or you lower down into a runner's gait. Us rowers and those runners have, again, like I said in the beginning, really, really tight hams and quads, and often we don't get enough hip openers. Allow the hips to shift towards the heels. Try and keep them as centered as you can. You can rock a little bit here, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. Walking hands back up, return them forward. Rotate back onto the ball of that left foot. Toes are pointing forward. Line up here. Rise up into a high lunge. So the heel, back heel is pointing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, frame that front left foot. Leave the left hand where it is. Open up the right arm. So rotate those hips in towards the inside right thigh. Arm high. Try and stack your shoulders. Expand your wings here. Exhale, right hand to the outside of the right foot. Open up to the inside of your left foot so they're parallel with the back edge of the mat. Roll open here, left arm high. Should feel a deep stretch inside thighs. Exhale, return. Left hand back down. Left foot parallel. Really press hard into the earth with your right leg. Rise up, warrior two. Right knee stays open, arms are nice and parallel. Inhale, peaceful, right arm high. You can bend, you can leave the right knee bent, or you can extend it. Your choice, however good you feel here. Inhale, torso up. Exhale, scrub this quad. Rest the elbow on the quad and extend the left arm high. Inhale, back, peaceful again. Hold and breathe. Lots of power in your breath. Inhale, torso up. Exhale, left arm up. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, all the way down to the earth. Inhale, last one, peaceful rise. And spiral your hands back down to the mat. Step back to down dog. We'll flow through vinyasa here. Inhale, hips and heels. Bend knees. Exhale, flow through here. Pull up, dog. Exhale, down dog. See if I can remember all this on the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it to the outside edge of your pinky toe. So you're into this lizard position. Trying to get you different angles on the camera. Squeeze the left knee in towards the shoulders. Elbows are internally rotated, slightly bent. Nice round palms.
heels of the hands are supporting you. Stay or lower down onto the forearms. Get rich, get deep. Breathe. Restore here. Draw the chin in, lengthen through the back of the neck. Feel the navel falling with the breath in and out. Rising back up here onto the palms, begin to walk the hands towards that right leg. Start to bend the right knee slightly and open up the right foot on a 45. And now either stay high in this runner's gait, pulling the bum towards heels, or lower back down onto those forearms again. Nice long spine, tuck that chin. If you are down on your forearms, or whether you're high, you're going for that shoulder distance apart. Rounding in, not rounding in the back, but opening up the shoulder blades, expanding the back body. Make space here. Breathe deep into it. Begin to rise back up. If you're not already there, walking those hands back, forwards, rotating onto the ball of the right foot, making sure your left knee is over top of your ankle. Keep those elbows rotated in. Inhale, rise up to this high lunge. That right heel is pointing high towards the sky. Exhale, frame that front left foot, leave the right arm planted, open up left. Internally rotate these hips towards the left thigh. Exhale, left hand to the outside of left foot, rotate onto the inside of your right foot so it's parallel now. Peel this right arm up high, expand those wings. Follow your gaze past your fingertips and see what's beyond. Exhale, return this right hand here. Really deeply root the left sole foot into the earth and rise up into a warrior two. So your hips are staying side facing and open. The right foot parallel with the back. The left knee is open over top of the ankle and the arms are out. Keep those elbows internally rotated. Looking ahead. Inhale, peaceful, left arm up, right arm down, and either lengthen or keep it bent. Engage the core on the inhale. Exhale, dip in, elbow to knee, right arm high. Inhale, peaceful, and breathe through it. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dip in, side angle. Inhale, peaceful, last peaceful, or exalted warrior. Exhale, if you want to stay here in this side angle, dip down a little bit further. Fist supporting right inside that left hand, right arm high. Exhale, right hand down, rotate back onto the ball of that foot. Sweep this left leg back high. Exhale, back into your dog. I'm gonna check the time. Kathy told me half an hour. Keep this pelvis lifted. Stay in a dog. You guys are strong athletes. This is a great, easy go-to asana I do on a daily basis, no matter what my day looks like. Morning, noon, night, I'll drop into a dog if I need it. Really, really good habit to get into. Take the feet nice and wide here again. Shift right to left. Walk the feet back to normal. And here we're gonna do 5 vinyasa flows. We've already done them, but we're doing them without the lunges. So inhale, lift the pelvis and the heels off of the mat. Bend at the knees, keep that tailbone lifted, engage the core, elbows in, hugged, and pull down towards the earth. Rise up, dog. Tuck your toes, exhale, back to dog. 4 more times. Inhale, exhale. 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 Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Stay, doggy. Relax, walk it out.
And bring the toes together to kiss, bend at the knees. 3 or 1 big hop to the top of the mat and forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, rise to stand. Reach up here. Exhale the hands into the heart center. So from the top of our mat here, we'll step our right leg back first. Step it open, step it parallel with the back of the mat. Leave the left foot pointing forwards, okay? Hips stay side facing. Arms raise up, stretch up here. Hug the biceps into the ears. And tilt in left hand down along left knee. Shift the hips towards the back edge of your mat. Extend your right arm up high. Into a triangle. It's not about how deep down you go. It's about keeping your hips open. If you feel like you need to step back a little further, okay? Inhale, stretch this arm up. Exhale, wrap it down and around, plant it down to the earth. Nice tented fingertips to lengthen your arm. Open up, revolve your triangle. Exhale, sweep the left hand back down. Firmly press through this left-right leg and rise back up here. You might feel a pop in your hip like I get sometimes. Now, rotate on the heel, close and parallel these 2 feet here. So you're into a nice wide legs. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Knees can be bent or long, depends how tight your hamstrings are. Take your peace fingers, your pointer and your middle finger, and reach for your big toe and hook those fingers around your big toes. So you're into one nice, beautiful alignment here. My spine is nice and long. My arms are in line with my legs. Open up your elbows, bend at the elbows, and allow for that spine to dip into a 45 angle. It's okay if your knees are bent. Might feel better, might feel different. Stretch up here. Bring the hands to the hips. Engage the core and rise back up. We're going to now open up the right toes. Point them to the top of the mat. Keep the left foot parallel. Raise the arms. Exhale, dip in here down to the right leg. Shift the hips towards the front edge of your mat and bring the left arm up. If it's uncomfortable for your shoulder, take it to the low back. But always remember to keep these hips side facing and the shoulders in line with those side facing hips. Inhale, sweep this left arm up and around. Exhale, draw it down towards the earth beside this right leg. Peel your right arm up high and follow the gaze beyond those fingertips. Exhale, return the right hand, press firmly through the right leg, rise back up here. Again, parallel these feet for a moment. Forward fold, wide legs. Take the hands, peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes. Open up your elbows wide and hang that head. Allow for the shoulder blades to open up and separate as you draw the chin into your chest. Let the head relax. Rise back up here, part way. Return the hands to the hips. Engage the core, lift back up. And we'll heel toe so that the heels come together but the toes go wide. Hands into prayer. Exhale, sit down into a deep yogi squat. Oh yeah. If you'd like to sink down a little further, maybe you need to close your stance, heel toe closer, so that the elbows can come inside the knees. If you're staying high, maybe it's too much for you. Try and get as low as you can, but as you go lower, you want to keep that spine long and in line. Draw the tailbone under a little bit to keep the spine in line. And shift. I know this is one of Kathy's favorites, left to right. Great pelvic floor opener, great strengthener. Just shift the weight left to right into the heels. Feeling grounded here, fan your toes out, widen the base of support. This is not something you get to do in your rowboat on a daily basis. But all of our muscles have to work together. The ones that we overwork, they need to be rested, and the opposite muscles need to be worked to support those ones that are working for us in our repetitive practice. Pause in neutral. Really press down through the floor into the dog or the earth or your mat. Rise up. Inhale. Open this left foot back to the top of the mat and sweep and step back forwards. We'll do our balance pose and then we'll close down. So I always like to start standing on my left foot. If you want to do the opposite, it doesn't matter. Really plant this left leg into the ground. Fan the toes, flatten the foot, slight bend in the left knee. Then pick up the right knee. Keep the ankle flexed, open this knee up to the side and place the ankle flexed on top of the knee. If you want to have your hands in prayer, it will bring your balance into your center, thumbs to the sternum, tongue on the roof of the mouth for added balance and support, or arms out wherever you want them to be, doesn't matter. Begin to sit down into this position a little deeper. If you need to have your hands on your knee and your sole of your foot, elbows wide. Keep breathing. If you want to take it a little step further by forward folding in this position, hang the head, lengthen the spine, support with the hands, or fly. If you're staying halfway, all good. If you went down, begin to engage the core, rise back up into this seated position. Before we unwind, I want you to take your peace fingers to the big toes again. Extend your left arm out long to the side so it's parallel and supporting as if somebody's pulling and you're actually holding on. Like just use the air as support. Inhale, lift and extend this leg out to the side. If this is as far as you can go, okay. You can go a little further, really stretch that hamstring, open up those hips, pull and push at the same time. Inhale, close this leg, extend it out forwards. Try and keep a nice long leg here if you can. It's okay if it's bent. Try and take both hands to the sole of the foot and press through. Keep the back tall. Whoop. Push into the hip joint. And bring that knee into your chest, hug it in, and lower down. Woo! Nice. I wish I could see you guys. Firmly root through this right leg. Bend those toes. Inhale, pick up this left knee, flex the foot, place it on top of the knee. Prayer, arms, wherever you want. Sit down into it. You can say hi too. As soon as you change any kind of bent movement or slight adjustment, the balance shifts. Obviously, the lower down your center of gravity is, the more balance you have, but sometimes when we shift that balance, everything goes woo. Your brain doesn't know what to do. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. And if you want to forward fold into this, either supporting fingertips or flying. Begin to rise back up if you're not already there. Return the hands for a moment. Peace fingers to the big toe. Extend the right arm out. Inhale, open up wide here. As wide as you can. Really send the weight, the energy. See that lightning bolt of energy all the way down into the floor. And the same thing, lightning bolt of energy to the right fingers all the way to the left toes and hands. Bring it into center here. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, it's called. Wrap both hands around the sole of the foot and extend here. Open up your back. Push into the sole of the foot. Push the sole of the foot into the hands. It's a full action of tensegrity. Try and stay long. Now pull this knee in, hug it into the chest, sole of the foot, and return down to the mat. Beautiful, last flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Plant the hands, downward dog. Stay for 5 breaths in your dog. Shifting your weight, moving around, just finding a comfortable dog for you. Inhale, heels and pelvis up. Bend at the knees, flow through. Rise. Exhale, take a child's pose. Take your knees nice and wide. Your rowers, you need to open up your hips, toes together. Hang that belly between the knees. And restore. You can stack your fists and rest them on the forehead, or you can have your hands nice and low, head down. You can have hands in through between the legs towards the toes. Enjoy a child's pose. Breathe really firmly into it. Rest fully. And come back up into a tabletop. We'll just finish with a few cat-cows. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Flex the spine, look up, open your heart, your throat. And round. Exhale, navel into the spine. Inhale, keep your elbows squeezed in. Use the elbows as you move through. Bending as you flex and extend, and then lengthen. And then round. Always begin this flexion and extension from the low back, and then work your way up. Like a nice wave in the ocean. And relax, sink back into a child's pose again. So it's so important to coordinate your breath with your movements, with the blood flow. It just gives you so much more power when you're training and when you're competing in rowing, coordinating the breath with the stroke. So thank you very much. I hope you feel open. I hope you feel sweaty. I hope you feel more powerful. And may you have a beautiful remaining Tuesday. Namaste. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you all.